here's what I know. And here's what I have intuitively known for many years now. And it's that success is not built when you are on the mountaintop. It's not built when that rock star finally says, yes, I want to build this with you. It's not built when you hit the next rank. It's not built when you earn this prize. It's not built when you qualify for this trip. It's not built when you get the recognition that you want or the admiration that you want from someone. It's not built when your husband sees the worth of what you're doing or your kids see the worth of what you're doing. Success is not built, like it's not a result. It's not an end game. It's not an arrival. Success is built. Don't miss this. Success is built in the reps that you get in during the hours you want to do it the least. Here's what I mean by that. The least motivated person on the planet, the least disciplined person on the planet, those people can take action when they want to. They can take action when it feels easy. They can take action when everyone else is doing it and, they don't want to be the only one not doing it. That's really easy to do. The successful people, they take the action when everyone else has let themselves off the hook. They take the action when nobody will know and when it would just be as easy, probably easier to slide under the radar. Because this is a business where there is no boss waiting to see if you clocked in to work today. There's no boss. You are a leader of yourself. You are in business for yourself. And there's not anybody that's going to come and say, knock, 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 did you do your work today? It's really easy to not be obvious about it. So you say, Christina, how do I become a person who does that? Because all of us, I believe, have good intentions. All of us want to be that disciplined. All of us want to be that committed. All of us want to break the cycle of not doing what we know we ought to do. So I'm going to give you a tip today. I firmly believe whether or not you take certain action has 100% to do with what you're believing in here. 100%. When you take the action that you ought to take, when it would be easier to not take it, it's because of what you believe in here. When you don't take the action that you ought to take, it's because of what you believe in here. And I always draw this parallel back to fitness because you guys know I don't love working out. I've done it for the better part of 2 decades very consistently, but I actually despise it. I don't like before I work out. I don't like during when I work out, and I don't like afterward. And I know that that's weird for some people because some of you guys love it, and congratulations. I just don't, never have, probably never will, but that does not impact my consistency in doing it because of what I choose to think about it. If I chose to dwell on the fact that I hate it, it's miserable, I don't like it, it's going to be painful, like I could think about all of those things. But what I choose to think about instead is what kind of a person does it make me because I'm willing to do something that I don't want to do because of the benefit it provides. So here's something that I would recommend that you guys do today. If you struggle with consistency, if you struggle with what to choose to think about your business, there's no judgment there because I also struggle. There are days where I would love to clock out and scroll Netflix or whatever. There are days like that. Here's what I do. Here's what I've done. And until you can just know this from the inside out, sometimes you have to put it on the outside in. And so set alarms on your phone, recurring every day at periodic intervals throughout the day, and then name the alarm so that at 9 a.m. the alarm says, today I will be the most disciplined version of myself. So at 9 a.m., before the day even starts, I'm looking at that and I'm going, this is what I'm choosing today. Today, I will be the most disciplined person. I'm not going to be worried about, did I let myself off the hook yesterday? Today, I'm going to make the right choices when it comes to my discipline. I might set an alarm at 12 o'clock that says, I never quit on a bad day. I never quit on a bad day. When there's something that I want to quit, I make myself wait to the next good day. Never ever quit on a bad day. Maybe that's one of your alarms. Figure out what it is that you need to be thinking at those parts of the day in order to do the work required here to change your life, and then set alarms so that you can learn to talk to yourself like a successful person. I don't have to teach you what unsuccessful people think, because we all have tendencies to think that way. We all have tendencies to think, this is easier for her than it is for me, so that's why she's successful. How many of y'all thought that before? I have. How many times have you thought before, if I were supposed to do this, it wouldn't feel this hard? How many of y'all have thought before, it's not that big of a deal, we're doing just fine with or without this business? You don't have to be taught how to think unsuccessfully. You do have to learn how to think like the most successful people. And so I just want you to know, the people who are the most successful, it's absolutely not because they have less problems than you have. It's absolutely not because they have it easier than you have it. It's absolutely not because they face less hurdles, they have less obstacles, they have more supportive people. The people that are successful, the only reason that they are successful is because they've learned to master their mind. And there's nothing that anybody can do for you to help you be more successful until you choose to take ownership of what is between your ears. Success is a science, and it leaves clues. So if other people have the life you want to have, they have the results you want to have, they have the success you want to have, it means that it is absolutely possible for you to go get it. It takes radical ownership, and then it takes doing so many reps that it would be unreasonable for you to fail. Some of you are doing so few reps, it would be unreasonable for you to succeed. Become the kind of person who's doing so many repetitions for so long that it would be unreasonable that you would not be successful. So that when you are successful, it's like, yeah, of course I was successful. I did the work. Same thing when it comes to fitness. People who are physically fit, they're not surprised that they're physically fit. They expect to be because of the work they were willing to do before they were physically fit. So I hope this encourages you today, because sometimes we think success is outside of our control, that it just happens to us, kind of luck or whatever. But you guys, success is within your control because it starts in here first. It starts in here first. Okay. Y'all have a great day. See you later.